Welcome to Indigenous Education's presentation for Open House. Scan out and welcome. My name is Ashley Buck, and I am the Indigenous Student Success Leader for the Niagara campus. I'm Onondaga from Six Nations and a longtime resident of St. Catharines. I've worked at the college for over 3 years now, and I'm a huge fan of lacrosse.
Hi there, I'm Emily Shutt, and I'm the Indigenous Student Success Leader at Welland campus. I am Tuscarora from Six Nations, and I'm actually new to Niagara College when I just started in January. I live in Fort Erie, and I love to craft, and I love a good pun. The Indigenous Education Department at Niagara College, we provide individual assistance, cultural programming, leadership opportunities, and culturally safe practices to enhance the academic, personal, social, and spiritual lives of our Indigenous students. What we want to create is a home away from home experience for our Indigenous students. And one way we do that is through our lounge. So just a place to come, hang out, feel supported, and know you're not alone. And we're here to help you in your post-secondary career. So speaking of our lounges, we have two, one at each campus, one in Welland and one in Niagara-on-the-Lake. And they're both brand new lounges as they both moved locations. So the new lounge in Welland is now located at the old Lundy boardroom, which overlooks our Indigenous garden. And the new lounge at Noddle is found beside NCSAC on the bottom floor. And it is beautiful and lots of windows. It's gorgeous.
So some of the features that you can expect when on campus is our home away from home. So as Emily mentioned, we have two brand new lounges, and this is home to our Indigenous resources, our access computer labs, our printing, our assistive software, and also home to our kitchens. Inside our lounges, you'll find our Indigenous support staff, including both Emily and I and our counselors. Some of the services provided by Indigenous Education is access to college programs. So both Emily and I, Indigenous Student Success Leaders, are able to be your one-on-one support for new and existing students to kind of bridge the programming between applying to college, accessing services that are on campus, working with funders, working with band offices, and looking for other Indigenous agencies for resources. We also host our soup lunches on Wednesdays, and this is an opportunity for students to come together, talk about programming, offer supports to one another, and seek some advice. You'll also be able to find our Indigenous counselors in our lounge. You can find them also in health, wellness, and accessibility.
So some of the cultural supports and promotions that we have are, we have two visiting elders and traditional knowledge keepers who offer some teachings and some workshops. We also have cultural programming, cultural workshops. We've done different teachings and crafts. We've done teachings on medicines. We've done soapstone carvings, Métis.art. We also have access to our Indigenous counselors and participation in Indigenous events, such as Orange Shirt Day, also our Faceless Dolls workshop, and celebrations where students have an opportunity to take leadership roles. So a few other examples of our current cultural programming that we're offering this year is our Elder Connects. So this is a confidential service that's offered to our Indigenous students where they can receive guidance virtually through one-on-one sessions with a visiting elder through Microsoft Teams. Just keeping that, as we're not on campus, this is one way that we're reaching out to our students and can still have that connection to our elders. We also have our fireside chats happening every Monday from 7 to 9 at night, and it's open to anybody in community. Any student is more than welcome to come out. Our Indigenous counselor, Stephanie Stevens, is actually hosting this, and it's just chats about topics that are important to Indigenous people, such as spirit building, mental health, love, and these sessions are free and open for all. And the last example that we have happening this year is our Strengthening Our Bundles in Community. So again, this is done by one of our elders and is being presented to a cohort of our NAPAM students. And we're learning about the medicines such as sage, cedar, and sweetgrass.
So we encourage all students to become a member of the Indigenous Education Department. And there are several services that are available to students who self-identify as either First Nations, Métis, or Inuit. This will help us to determine the type of programming that we'll offer. As a member, you have access to our lounge, attend monthly gatherings, you have opportunity to meet other Indigenous students from across Canada. And this is a space where you'll get information about our bursaries, our luncheons, have access to free printing, and be able to tap into our knowledge keepers. While we are working virtually, we are connecting on IE Connect on MSN Teams. This is our lounge while we are virtual. Students connect every Wednesday at noon, and we kind of mimic the exact same feeling that we have while we're on campus. There's a discussion board, we share gifts, we share information, flyers, different workshops, and this is our way to connect and feel a little bit closer while working virtually.
If you guys want to reach out and connect with us, we have many ways to do that. We have our tags here. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And through these social media platforms, you'll be able to see our Indigenous education events and calendar. You'll also see information on community events and resources across the Niagara region. You'll also find campus information from Niagara College, their Facebook page. They get involved in our NC-SAC pages as well. And here you can also ask us direct messages if you don't feel like writing out an email. So like, share, and tag us. So again, if you don't feel like reaching out through us through social media, we do have our information here, our contact information, our phone numbers. You can leave us a message, or you can just email us as well. We've also included Stephanie Stevens, our Indigenous counselor's information on there, and our website as well, and our webpage. So we just want to say thank you so much for coming out and learning about Indigenous education, and we really hope to see you in September.